Concours, there's a special treat for visitors. There's an entire lineup of Rolls-Royce Phantoms. And who is the owner? Of course, Mr. Yohan Poonawala, who is an avid art collector, connoisseur. So you have about 90 cars, we are told?
That's right.
And a special love for the Rolls-Royce?
Yes, special love for Rolls-Royce since I was a child.
Why? You said this, they have a fantastic tagline.
Yes, the best car in the world was their tagline when they first started the brand.
So we have one, among those we have one of the best cars in the world. Sir, please explain to us what is so special about this car.
So we are starting with my Phantom 8 and then going backwards to the Phantom 1 that's up in front. This is a EWB, but it's the last privacy suite car in the world that's rolled off the production line, and Rolls-Royce have authenticated that. If you have a look inside, you can see the privacy suite division, and they've customized the car. If you see, it's got the P logos on the headrest. On the door sills, you can see it's hand-built for Poonawalla. You also have my P logos on the pinstripe there and on the C-pillars here.
Right.
It's painted in this beautiful bohemian red over black.
Did you specifically like the color? Was the color also custom made for you?
Yes, it was customized for me. I went through a lot of shades, standard shades. I remember I was in South Africa while I was customizing the car, so I was on my safari but also busy customizing this car. You can see the Spirit of Ecstasy is in solid gold. The dashboard is in gold and the Poonawalla flags adorn both the sides.
If we just go down the line and look at some of the other iconic cars, which one would you like to explain? You were talking about the HMQ-001. So what's so special about the HMQ-001?
So this car was built for Queen Elizabeth II, and the family used it over many years. She also took it abroad for various state visits. The car's been to Sweden and various other countries along with her. If you have a look inside.
Oh, isn't that amazing? There's room for a cocktail or champagne, or what is that?
Yes, champagne flutes and a full-fledged bar, privacy glass separation over there. And it's got the royal coat of arms.
So which one is really your favorite? I mean, they are one more beautiful than the other. But was that the one, it says Qatar, was that the one you bought from the Emir of Qatar?
Yes, that is a 1962 Phantom 5 by James Young, one of Rolls-Royce's most sought after coach builders. Yes, it belonged to the founding father of modern Qatar, first president and ruler. So it's a very special car. It's in the original black. And about a couple of years back, I raced her in the Millimilia UAE race. So I did 1,000 miles in this car across various roads, flat roads, hilly roads. I drove her up the highest peak in the UAE, which is Jabal Jais, and she ran like a dream. You can see the Millimilia stickers on her.
So to be at the Oberoi Concours, what is what has sort of inspired you to come here? You said you don't participate in India, but you do want to display in India for art lovers, connoisseurs, for people to understand what is the heritage of Rolls, because there's a very close connection between India and Rolls-Royce. There was a time when, apart from Europe and America, the Maharajas were ordering Rolls, one better than the other.
Absolutely. I've been to many shows abroad, and I'd like to mention that Oberoi is absolutely top class. The setting, the environment, the brands that are associated with the Concours. And it's wonderful to be here. Like you mentioned, I normally take part in shows abroad because I like to represent India. And India has been recognized because I've been to various shows. I've been the first to go to Villa d'Este, to Salon Privé, to Hampton Court, to the RREC, to Mallorca in Spain, to Valletta in Malta, and I'm looking forward to some other shows this year.
So this is obviously a convertible?
Yes, it's a tourer. So the Maharaja would have used this for ceremonial purposes and for hunting purposes like they normally did. It's a Phantom 3, so it's got a V12 engine, the only V12 engine that Rolls-Royce made in the good old days. and is actually derived from an aircraft engine.
Okay. And who did you acquire this from?
This was with a family in Calcutta, now a good friend of mine, Srivardhan Kanoria.
Okay. So, but actually, it belonged to one of the royal families
So it belonged to the Maharaja of Panchkot, a state in West Bengal, and you can see the royal flags up here and the Panchkot number plate. And I'll show you a special feature here that some of the Maharaja cars had, which was this special red light which the chauffeur had to switch on when any of the members of the royal family were seated in the car.
Right. So, and now we've really reached towards the end of this absolutely amazing collection. It's literally been a walk down history. Look at that lovely blue color. Can you explain this to us as well?
Yes, these are my two very special cars. This is my Phantom 2, which belonged to Sir Malcolm Campbell, the world water and land speed record holder. So this was his personal car. He drove the famous Bluebird in Utah, in the Salt Lakes in the 1930s, where he did 300 miles an hour over there. So it's finished in that same blue, the Bluebird blue, and it was officially declared by Rolls-Royce as one of the great 8 Phantoms of the world. So I was very lucky to get my hands on this car. And he was accorded police rank, so he then became Sir Malcolm Campbell, and therefore he had a police siren on the car, which I'm going to try and sound for you.
Yes. That's amazing.
Yes.
Can you explain that to us?
So Sir Malcolm Campbell was accorded police rank and he became Sir Captain Malcolm Campbell, and so he was allowed to fix on this special police siren which he famously used to use and drive around London in the good old days.
So all these cars, Mr. Poonawalla, also have fascinating histories, don't they? They all have their little stories, and I think that's what makes it so interesting. Now this amazing vehicle, very different, shaped like a boat. If you look at it, it actually looks like a boat. And it was owned by the Kashmir family. Yes. Absolutely fascinating vehicle. Please tell us about it.
Before the Maharaja of Kashmir bought the car, this car was actually designed by Sir Henry Royce himself, because he wanted to beat Bentley at Le Mans. So he designed this special car to do 100 miles an hour in those days. And it's called as 17EX. EX denotes experimental. And so only one of these were built, so it's a one-off, and I'm very lucky to get hold of it a couple of years back. As you can see, this is actually a ducktail back. So you get quite a few of the boat tails, but this ducktail is very rare and unique. And therefore you see, and you mentioned about the body style, you see these highly aerodynamic fenders which were built so that it could achieve that 100 mile an hour, and is built by the same coach builder that built the famous Bluebird, Jarvis of Wimbledon. And it also has a one-off engine, a higher compression engine, and a one-off gearbox so that it could achieve that 100 miles an hour. And it's Rolls-Royce is probably one of their most historic and iconic pre-war cars that they ever built.
So it's really a treat for everybody here to see the cars that you have put on display. Thank you so much. Just any last word about Rolls-Royce and about being here?
Well, I'm going to continue. I love Rolls-Royce, and I'm going to continue building on my collection. And that's it. I'm happy to be here, and I'm enjoying me and my family are enjoying this wonderful event.